Sports. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Come on.
Willis now off play action. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. Well, these two teams met in Nashville earlier in the year with the Titans coming away victorious. So if they can find a way to win here in Indianapolis, they would take the season series 2-0. From the 25 on second down, Willis. That's complete to Treylon Burks. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a first down. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now Willis. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
A first down carry for Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive. And once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, check that. Street.
Again, it's Henry. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
3rd down, it's Willis. He rifles one that's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And the Colts will take over here just shy of the 30. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And some room to work. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Well, Jonathan Taylor, like most guys from Wisconsin, he's not one to shy away from contact. He proved it right there.
And with a guy his size, you have to know defensively that arm tackles aren't going to fly with him. You have to be able to wrap up. else he can just brush tacklers aside like they're not even there.
And the next-gen stats shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact. This one caught out wide by Landry. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. The Colts sitting at a very solid 4-2 record through the first 6 weeks. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
From the 41, Jones. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 28. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Off the option, here's Taylor. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Now Jones. Throw left side complete. That's Hines. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
We're scoreless after 1. last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Throwing, Jones. Sliding out of the pocket. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Colts post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Play fake. Here's Willis. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Quiddy Pay getting in there and burying him behind the line.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Tough spot for Willis and the Titans, now facing 3rd and long following the sack. They'll look to throw here. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Now on 4th down, here's Ryan Stonehouse to punt for Tennessee. Back deep for the Colts, Nyheim Hines. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And this kick will be touchdown as they spot it inside the 45-yard line. Offense at the line and set to go. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
A dime look defensively here for the Titans on 3rd. Operating from the gun, Jones. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the 1st down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw. Jones. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. They couldn't contain Deshaun Hand that time as he gets home for the sack. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block them. They were on him in a hurry.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Looking to throw. Jones firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
After that throw, there's definitely one that he would love to have back. I wonder what's going through his head. I wonder what kind of mind game he's playing with himself to get himself back on track. Because a lot of guys, that's what they do. They have little triggers that when the mechanics are off or if they make a bad throw, that they go to that place to get themselves back in sync.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. Santos' kick is up and through. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. After the made field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Willis. And brought in downfield by Burks. He's got room at the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down.
And partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. He's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And the Colts are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will... He shouldn't have thrown that ball, but remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone, because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
On second down, it's Taylor. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on first down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. Now here's Ross. Good blocking there, and nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return, and it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. Willis throws another interception, his 3rd of the game. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Again, it's Taylor. And he'll get down to about the 26-yard line. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. So on comes Cairo Santos now for the field goal try. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Santos' kick is up and through, and that will extend their lead even further. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just 1 snap of the football. It's complete. This is Derrick Henry. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. So we hit halftime here in Indianapolis with the Colts on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Off the bootleg. Jones. He'll buy some time right. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A really nice effort that time. 12 yards on the keeper, picking up the first.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
Now this time he'll look to throw.
That's complete to his running back, Taylor.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jones.
Right side to Watson.
So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Here's Jones to throw on 3rd down. Open here, Adam Thielen.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
They give to Taylor out of the gun. Down to about the 37.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
This a 2nd and 7 from the 37. On the draw is Taylor.
And he is going to get this close to the first down markers. He's brought down at the Titans 31.
60 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time.
Ninth play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. So nothing doing there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes. And see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Try to punch it in with Taylor. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration.
So the drive stays alive after the 4th down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30. They run once more with Taylor.
And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage.
That tackle by Jeffrey Simmons.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
3rd quarter here in Indy. This is 2nd and 10. Running straight ahead, Taylor.
And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Up the middle, here's Taylor.
And he's not going to sniff the 1st down here. He stopped at the 25. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we'll begin it with a field goal try here. And he'll be kicking into the wind in the 4th quarter now. Santos' kick is up and through, and that will extend their lead even further.
So all things considered, that's not the final nail, but it does make things exceedingly difficult now on the other side.
Yeah, because obviously now with a 16-point game, the other guys don't need just 2 touchdowns. They need a couple of 2-point conversions as well. Plus, they'll need either a turnover or an onside kick in there somewhere. So you're just adding to the list of things that need to happen in sequence. And it's going to be a pretty tall order this late in the game.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Inside handoff, Henry. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
On 2nd and 11 now. Willis under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Credit the sack to the Oregon Duck, DeForest Buckner.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Willis, gotta have this one.
And It's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. Now a give to Taylor. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. On the handoff, this is Taylor. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
From the gun, it's Taylor. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Santos' kick is up and through.
So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the 4th quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film session tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mentioned in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while. But everyone on that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
After the sack on 1st down, Willis. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops from one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Quickly into the hands of Fuller. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down. Willis, 4th down, has to have it. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And his throw here is incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
2nd down, Willis looks to throw here.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Henry. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another 1st down.
Now Willis on 1st and 10.
And this one is incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10, it's Willis. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
And nowhere to run for Willis. He goes down. It's J.O.K. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah in there for the sack.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Now Willis on 4th down.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Colts are going to take over with a football. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
And it would appear that the open week a week ago came just at the right time as they have dominated the proceedings here into this 4th quarter.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On the handoff, Taylor.
And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
82 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory, and they did it in shutout fashion. Impressive.
Would it be too bland of a statement to say they didn't have the greatest day offensively? I mean,
Did enough, though.